streaming monthly. New podcast episodes every other Friday. Available on Apple or wherever you find your podcasts. Ah, so nice of you to stop by. Come in, come in. I'm Silas Lancaster, and this is my library. Within these tomes you will find tales of monsters, both figurative and literal. Tales to make the strongest of us blanch in fear. Such stories are dangerous, and consumption must be strictly rationed. As such, I shall share but one story from my library each Thursday in October each year. Be sure to tune your wireless receiver to Storytime with Silas. Alternatively, subscribe on those podcast providers the youth seem so fond of.
Campaign 2 of Halfway to Heroes. Darker, grittier, and much more dignified than Campaign 1.
We see the Forever Storm, a 50-mile wide storm centered on the Severed Key. Though dangerous, it is vital to the survival of nearly every being in this slice of pizzazz. This source of energy is...
I forgot the name for it.
I forgot the name.
Pizzazz or pizzazz?
Pizzazz.
It sounded like he said pizzazz.
It's supposed to be Beezazz or whatever.
You know what? I f***ing knew that was going to happen.
I forgot all about it, dude.
Okay, maybe not. But either way, join us every other Tuesday wherever you get your podcasts as we start a brand new story featuring 4 monsters that have to put aside their differences if they're to stop the armies of men once and for all.
Do you like Dungeons & Dragons lore? Do you like drunk history? Well then, Lore and Pour is the show for you, where we combine the two. I'm Adam DeWeese, and I'm the host, and I bring on a cast of rotating guests, and we hang out before the show, have a few drinks, and then they are given their topic 30 minutes prior to pressing the record button, where they study up on the topic, and then we hit record, and whatever they say goes. They are treated as if they are the leading experts in the field, and I ask the questions that you never thought you needed to ask, such as, how do mind flayers go to the bathroom?
Yeah, they just go one time, and it's pee and poop, and it's green.
What's the most dangerous creature in the astral plane?
It just pinch it, you know?
Yeah.
Just...
And that whale's like, you know
They
what?
got pinchers?
Oh,
You don't
do
even
they
know
have
about
pinchers?
Find the answers to all these questions and much, much more, whether they're accurate or not, on Lore and Pour. You can find Lore and Pour on the Majesticus Network and wherever you download your podcast every other Monday right now.
Space. The final frontier.
Mayday alert. We are under attack.
Oh, blarney. I kinda gotta watch the tube for 10 seconds.
Rerouting auxiliary power to abjuration shields.
Someone get on those cannons. We've got company.
Are you looking for a Dungeons & Dragons sci-fi fantasy space adventure? Then what you are looking for is Eclipse. Join our crew every other week as we struggle to keep the galaxy safe. With Dr. Shepard, the Illithid cleric.
Space pirates. That was wild.
Ava Elkin, the human monk.
If we play our cards right, we might not be totally screwed.
Lita Nove, the ASMR bard.
We should be arriving in Amaron in about 2 hours.
Info O. Scott, the Warforged artificer.
Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and fire the sonic cannon here.
Kanan Vargas, the tiefling sorcerer.
Does anybody else think this is like a super aggressive move?
And I'm Jeremy Fair. I will be your dungeon master. Eclipse can be found on Spotify, Apple Music, or anywhere you like to get your podcasts.
So you've decided to make a new home for yourself in the retirement community of Pennycross. We're very excited to have you join us. Here in Pennycross, you can enjoy some independence in your golden years, spending time with like-minded seniors without worrying about those darn kids on your lawn. We have a wide range of rental properties available and a variety of amenities staffed by locals who are middle-aged. No need to worry about crying babies or teenagers with attitudes serving you at the pub. In addition, there are dozens of clubs, guilds, and activities to keep you feeling young at heart. Join our lawn bowling league, the puzzle club, or our renowned knitting guild. Established by Agnatha Harper nearly 200 years ago, our guild has attracted a wide range of members. We're delighted that you're making Pennycross your final home. Please ignore the ominous smoke coming from the mountain. It only started a few days ago, and I'm sure it will dissipate shortly. Welcome home, weary traveler.
Crits and Hits is a 5e actual play podcast and Twitch series with the live streams and the podcast drops alternating every other Wednesday, starting Wednesday, February 2nd on the Majestic Goose Network or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Gerundu.
And we are the hosts of Majestic Goose's newest podcast, Dice Talk. Dice Talk is a Dungeons & Dragons and tabletop podcast that dives into the deep topics of tabletop role-playing games.
Join us as we speak with passionate content creators, podcasters, authors, and more as we discuss all manner of tabletop and geek-related content.
Dice Talk is a bi-weekly show, so we're hitting your podcatcher with brand new episodes every other week, filling your ears with exclusive interviews and conversations that you can't find anywhere else.
Every episode is a new opportunity to hear from different creators in the tabletop community and just talk about Dungeons & Dragons and any other tabletop games that have made us who we are.
Dice Talk, now on the Majestic Goose Podcast Network. Make sure you check us out and subscribe so you never miss an episode.
A Majestic Goose Podcast.
In a world where adventure awaits and danger lurks around every corner, an unlikely group of friends find themselves on the path to becoming heroes. But school will only get them halfway. Merlin, the human warlock barber guy.
Oh god, no, I gotta buff his butt! No! Can I refuse business?
Ubo, the turtle artificer.
Well, it doesn't work yet, but I'm working on it.
Ultrex, the discarded warforged paladin.
I don't eat or sleep or wear clothes, so I just sit in the corner and wait.
And Clyde, the Goliath barbarian in skinny jeans.
They're called skinny pelts, okay?
Find us on iTunes or wherever you download your podcast by searching for Halfway to Heroes.
From the city that brought you Kentucky Fried Chicken, Sluggers, and Muhammad Ali comes Roll for Weird, a Monster of the Week actual play podcast. Join Philbert Fogel, Doomsday Prepper and Expert.
I mean, I'm kind of like the linchpin that's keeping everything together in the group.
Lasath, the Divine, and the Sensible.
And I still owe him my life, so I would have to end yours. It would be a mess.
Shadow, the Edgy Initiate.
I trust him with my life. I don't know if I trust him with, my bank account or my car or something like that.
Misty Charlotte Palladino, Spellslinger, and Trenchcoat Enthusiast.
But I haven't set anything on fire that I haven't meant to set on fire.
Silas Lancaster, Elderly Vampire.
There's only one Filbert. They broke the mold when they made Filbert.
And Dragonbait as the Creeper Keeper.
Silas, get back in your room!
Roll for Weird on Twitch, streaming monthly. New podcast episodes every other Friday. Available on Apple or wherever you find your podcasts. Ah, so nice of you to stop by. Come in, come in. I'm Silas Lancaster, and this is my library. Within these tomes you will find tales of monsters, both figurative and literal. Tales to make the strongest of us blanch in fear. Such stories are dangerous, and consumption must be strictly rationed. As such, I shall share but one story from my library each Thursday in October each year. Be sure to tune your wireless receiver to Storytime with Silas. Alternatively, subscribe on those podcast providers the youth seem so fond of.
Campaign 2 of Halfway to Heroes. Darker, grittier, and much more dignified than Campaign 1.
We see the Forever Storm, a 50-mile wide storm centered on the Severed Key. Though dangerous, it is vital to the survival of nearly every being in this slice of pizzazz. This source of energy
I forgot the name for it.
Well,
Welcome, everybody, to Shitty Cowboys. I forgot how this one started. I think I nailed it, though. Hey, Cowboys, what happened 4 to 6 weeks ago?
Well, in roughly the amount of time you can expect to receive a package ago, what did we do?
Hold on, wait. Is that Wild West delivery times?
That's right.
Okay, I was
When
going
you
to say, I
order
was like,
something
I
from
don't,
the,
I get shit same day now. Okay. Gotcha.
No, when you get the mail order from the one of the big cities, they got to get somebody to ride it out on a stagecoach or mail carriage, and depending on how much in the wild you is, you might have to wait a little bit longer. Even sometimes it never even comes because it gets eaten by a bear or some such. And anyhow, what happened last time? Well, we was taking the easy road up in the mountains to chase down Johnny Mushroom, and then what happened? We fought some shambling mountain thing in the woods, and then we got up into the mountains after that, and things was going pretty good. Olivia was riding on the MS Paint with us, and we was just riding on Hollywood and Nubo, respectively. We went up the mountain. I saw a little some tracks that we could used to find a trail up into the mountains, so we followed those for a while. And then it was starting to get dark, so we decided we was going to camp up for the night. So we camped up underneath that little overhang and like the lee side of the cliffs. The blue mushrooms was getting thicker around these parts, and we figured this was like the epicenter of where the mushrooms was. So we were getting close. So anyway, we parked up the carriage, the MS Paint, and then we decided we was going to like fortify it, make sure we was going to be safe, make a little campsite. So Sean was busy dragging up some scrub and thorns and stuff to put underneath the MS Paint and like block it off. And it was a good thing too, because as you did that, we heard it and woo, and there was some gargling and some growling, some bad noises, and it turned out it was fungus zombie wolves, dire wolves, and I had the bright idea of taking the lantern from the side of the carriage, using the oil from the lantern to make a fire barrier. Lit that with my rifle, and then we fought off the zombie wolves from a defensive position that we had previously fortified, and it went off pretty much without a hitch, I'd say.
Yeah. I wasn't. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking when I kind of gave you guys this like perfect like little base that was, a little nook that the wagon was able to fit in, and then you guys you guys had a really fucking solid setup. So that ended up working really well in your favor. Found out that Olivia's number one fear is dogs, which now also transfers to wolves. She had never seen a wolf before. But she did say that, yes, indeed, wolves are now top of the list. Anybody remember, even the podcast episode went out like a month ago, I think. Does anybody remember, did we end wagon still tipped over, fire still kind of blazing, or did we get shit cleaned up and go to sleep? I don't remember where we...
I don't think we cleaned anything up.
I don't think so. I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah, I mean, we'll say that you guys are, after the carnage kind of dies down, we'll drop in as if we just ended the combat then. And if we did clean up, then podcast listeners, you're welcome. You get to hear us clean it up twice. But yeah, you guys would be able to, because they did in the very end, they did tip over the MS Paint, right? They kept trying, and I kept rolling really shit strength checks for them, athletic checks, whatever you want to call them. But I think at the very end they finally did tip it over. But you guys would be able to. I don't know what you want to do with their bodies, because they're kind of all over the place. They have one of them you guys like shot the legs off of. So I think there's a couple different pieces of zombified fungi wolves around.
Well, I reckon I'll probably get a long stick if I can find one and just like poke them off the edge of the mountain away from where we're gonna sleep.
I like it.
I love this visual of you two just with big sticks, like you're playing fucking not shuffleboard.
I ain't got a broom.
Yeah, I guess shuffleboard. We just
Curling.
Sean Marston's probably eyeing those mushrooms that are sprouting out of their bodies.
Look at them. Look at them things.
No, don't.
Oh, that's the last thing we need.
Sean, we just brought you back.
I'm not
going to
do it.
Takeoff is not authorized, Sean. Ain't no flying.
I promise.
We need you now because I think we're pretty close to. Have we been? Did we land on? Was it Johnny Mushroom? Is that what we're going with?
I
Johnny
think
Mushroom.
so.
Okay, Johnny.
I don't know if that's his real name. As good as any.
Okay, so I think we're pretty close to just based off of the mushroom. So Sean, we need you clear-headed, sober, not thinking that you're a balloon.
Who's talking right now? Who is this?
It's me, Olivia. It's my voice sounds a lot like your brother's. And that's by design because I knew that I would have to talk as Olivia quite a bit. So I didn't want to go anything that I would forget.
Good.
Just talking right
I'm glad we've established that, Olivia. That's very strange.
I think Gerundu did that last time too. Like, is this Adam talking? I'm sorry, guys. This is one of those characters I knew would be around for a while, so I wanted to have an easy
Make
voice.
it easy on yourself. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah. So you guys fucking push broom. You guys could find some sticks around somewhere, even in probably like in the MS Paint. There's probably some kind of pole you could take off of something and poke them away from the camp. You guys are on the sorry, I'm pulling up the map right now. So you guys aren't like on a mountain, so there's not like a cliff for you to push them off of to make them come down to like a canyon, but you could like just scoot their body away
Poke
from
them down the slope a little bit. Yeah. Like,
yeah, get them far enough away. I mean, they do seem, even though they already seemed dead, they were zombies. Now they seem like you guys have completely taken care of them.
It's more the spores I'm worried about. I guess we could take the time to burn them, but after fighting for, if I'd just been in a fight for my life, and I don't think I'd be taking the time.
Yeah,
I'm trying to chill.
Yeah, and I believe the last time you guys burned them, that's when Sean thought he was a balloon. It was gonna fly away. Obviously, you could like light it and cover your mouths and like try to get them on it from a distance.
Nah, screw that. Or just punt them away a bit, and then
Okay.
I guess tip the MS Paint back up right again.
Yeah. I think Alpha and Beta could help. Wait, that's not their names. What was their names? Clink and Clank?
Who?
Tick and Talk.
Tick and Talk. I said Alpha and Beta, which is from King Killer Chronicles, which is not what they're named.
That's weird.
And they're not mechanical on that. They're just regular donkeys in that. So that was just a slip up on my part. Tick and Talk. Gerundu, thank you for your amazing memory, because I had no clue what their fucking names were. Tick and Talk would probably be able to, tie some ropes to it and back up and help you guys ride it. And now actually sleep in your cave that you guys were setting up for the evening when you were so rudely interrupted. So go ahead, and we're not going to do any kind of... This can be your first uninterrupted night of sleep in a couple nights now. There's not going to be any kind of mushrooms or anything that are going to creep up on you guys. Go ahead and mark a long rest. I don't know if any of you had even taken damage in that fight since you guys were up on the top of the MS Paint. Well, Sean was under it, right? I think Sean may have got
I only took 8 points of damage.
Yeah, you guys did too well. Like,
Yeah, we did.
Like preparing and setting up and shit. So I thought that was going to be a brutal fight for you guys, and just the way you guys set up, it ended up being pretty trivial, but that's okay.
Proper planning and preparation prevents piss poor performance. That's the rule. It's all the P's.
How many P's?
P.
I think that was 6 P's.
Show me your PP, Sean.
Wait, what?
There it is.
Wait,
We're going to show me your proper planning, your PP.
I don't think Sean took it that way. Sean?
I'll put it away.
Well, shit.
I'll put it away. Long rest. Sunrises.
A very long rest.
Olivia sleeps in the MS Paint. You two take the cave. I think that was the agreed upon.
That's right. We have a long rest inside the command cave.
Oh my god. This is like we were pretty much we're kind of still in the recap at this point, and I'm already okay. All right. Sunrises. You guys have still not found the entrance to Johnny Mushroom's lair, hideout, cave, wherever you think he's currently holed up in. But you guys have kind of narrowed it down a little bit. So I think today should be the day that you guys are able to find that. Sniff it out a little bit.
Excuse me. Sorry, that was a morning's biscuits for beating on me there.
Okay, and what was that one?
I had to match it. I was trying to match him.
It was a double barrel.
You guys didn't even eat breakfast yet. Like, what was? Well, never mind. It's okay.
Are you sure you want an answer to that question?
No, I don't. You know what I was thinking? Me, Olivia.
No, I do not know what you was thinking. You, Olivia.
I was thinking we should probably pack up the MS Paint into the little disc thing now.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna really do us much good.
Ain't gonna cope well with the terrain.
Yeah. And I think the tick and talk probably need a break. Maybe. I don't know if they need brakes. Do they have batteries?
I don't know.
What's a battery? Why do I even say that?
Well, ain't it what you get when you piss somebody off?
Oh no, that's like a law charge. Like if you beat somebody up, you get a battery charge. Assault and battery. So why did I say that they needed batteries?
What about a rechargeable battery? Is that when you go out and fuck somebody up again?
Yeah, and then you get charged again a second time. Yes. So, but still, I don't know how this applies to our robotic. Okay,
you tell me.
She presses the button on the remote and it packs up. I'll carry these, and she puts them in her little knapsack. It's a tote. I got a tote. I don't know if you guys ever noticed it before, but I got a tote.
That's good. That's a tote's awesome tote.
Got a tote and a knife. Only two things I own: tote, knife.
Tote, knife.
Clothes. I do have clothes.
Tote, knife,
on.
clothes.
I've not been naked for the past 10 days we've been hanging out.
Well, that's reassuring.
Sean Marston's been naked quite a bit of that 10-day, but
what?
You just had your ding dong out like 3 hours ago.
You don't need to be naked to do that.
Yeah.
How'd you go pee, Adam? I must be fully nude. When I visit the urinal, I must remove all of my clothes.
Whenever I go to any kind of movie theater or anything and I have to use the bathroom, I have
stand back.
I've got
I have to remove all of my clothes.
I've got a routine. I take the urinal all the way at the end. Shirt goes off first, then pants, then underwear, then socks, shoes. Yeah, you would think you would take the socks and shoes off first. But I don't, and then I pee, and then
first, then shoes.
Then I put it all back on, and nobody ever says a thing to me.
I went to school with some kid who used to just. It was still like high school, He'd just go in to the urinal and drop his pants and his underwear to the ground, dude. Every time. It's like, what is he doing? It's fucking wild, bro.
Gotta air it out.
He's confident. Jeez.
Yeah,
he's like, check this out, guys.
Oh God.
Morning.
Where were we?
I won't even go to the urinals. Fuck that. I'll just go in the stall.
You just gotta. The rules are like you gotta have at least one space grace, and you stare straight ahead. No awkward conversation. There you go.
And you don't drop your pants to the floor. Okay.
There's nothing worse than a total stranger in a pub, like coming and standing next to you and be like, how's it going?
Yeah, I know. I hate that. I hate that.
Okay.
So, mate, I'm trying to have this, please.
Side tangent. Side tangent.
Over.
Where were we, Sean? We were either on a cruise or at a casino. Went to the bathroom.
A casino on the cruise.
Okay. That's why I was mixing the two up.
Both.
Go to the bathroom. Sean's in the stall. I thought it was just him. I thought it
was just Adam in the other stall.
hear someone rip ass, and I lose, and I'm like washing my hands, right? Because I just peed. I lose my shit thinking it was Sean. And I'm like, what are you playing battle shits? And then I didn't realize it was somebody else.
Yeah, I was like, it's not me.
I just left.
And I'm stuck in there with this guy.
All right. So sorry for the side tangent about public restrooms for 5-10 minutes, but you guys wake up well rested, MS Paint packed up. Let's go ahead. Can you guys both roll a survival check? Because obviously we're gonna need to find this place. And you know what? Olivia's gonna roll one too, but she doesn't have a good survival check. I'm gonna give her a -1. Wow. No, never mind. She doesn't even want to help. She's just following you two with a 26 and a 22. Oh, that was just jambalaya. It rolled twice for some reason. We'll take your first one, the 26.
Yeah, please.
But Sean, go ahead and roll yours too, just so we can see how comedically good or bad you are.
Okay.
Obviously, the 26 is gonna find some shit. 19. Holy shit! You know what? Let's see what Delilah would have gotten.
Delilah?
Oh my God! Remember, her name was supposed to be Delilah, and when I introduced her, I called her Olivia.
You're all fucked up.
So now I'm all fucked up. Her name is Olivia Delilah. So if I say either of them, it works. And she rolled a nat 20. She rolled a nat 20 -1, so she got the same thing Sean Marston did, a 19. But I think Jambalaya is the one kind of leading the way with his 26. You guys head up north. I mean, it's kind of easy because you guys are at the mountain range now. So really, there's two directions. You could either go north along the mountain range or south along the mountain range. Jambalaya has got this hunch that, hey, let's start by heading up north, check that way first, and then if we need to, we can double back and go south. And it works out in your favor because not more than an hour goes by of you guys all walking when you see this. It almost looks like a carpet, kind of like a red carpet of these tiny, minuscule mushrooms that start to take place. And at first, it's really like spotted and patchy, but as you get more and more north, it gets a lot more solid, and then it starts to turn a little bit and go into this pretty narrow mountain passage that, as you guys follow the red carpet, so to speak, you eventually get into this. It's like a cave opening, and when you walk in, you are in this. First off, lighting situation. Obviously, you guys are both humans, so no. What's the dark vision? So there's no dark vision, but
there is not.
This entire cave that you guys have walked into we're gonna say that unless you guys want to light a torch or anything, it does have dim light in it because of this glow of mushrooms that are almost wall to ceiling, wall to wall, floor to ceiling, covering this place. But what draws your eyes most is it's not a super deep room that you guys first open up into when you walk in. Because right in front of you, it almost looks like a curtain. It looks like somebody hung a very heavy curtain across what you would assume should be a passageway further into this cave system. But it is made out of those, it's not the red mushrooms that you guys have been following into here, but it's back to those blue mushrooms that Sean Marson has grown to know and love. And it looks like somebody hung a very heavy curtain of those blue mushrooms, blocking off a passageway. And it actually looks like they're not stationary. They're not just sitting there. It kind of looks like it's like vibrating a little bit. This curtain of mushrooms. It kind of looks like it's like almost like wiggling, almost like it's like alive, like a living being that's kind of blocking this passageway.
I'm gonna shoot it.
What do you shoot, just with your gun?
Mm-hmm.
All right, roll me a shot. Wait, what? Should we?
What?
Nothing. I was just gonna say, like, should we plan this out? But you just shot a bullet at it. Let's see how good that bullet did.
Seems like it's happening.
17 and 13 damage. Okay. When you shoot it, it goes. The bullet. I mean, I don't really know what I would have used for your hit for that, because obviously it's a big wall. You obviously hit it. But with your 13 damage, we'll say that you blow a pretty big, circular, a pretty big diameter hole through it, and then it starts to vibrate a little bit more, and you see it kind of like close up around itself.
That's weird.
Yeah. Can we pause just like a 1 second pause?
Mm-hmm.
So shooting it didn't.
No, I'm joking.
So shooting it didn't do
I'll
much.
stab it.
Okay. Roll your stabby. I mean, I'm gonna.
I can't miss.
I'm gonna say, yeah. I don't think it's more about the hit. I think it's more about the damage and like how big of like gaps and holes you're putting in this thing. That time it was only a 5, so I think it's I think this time you do a straight stab, not like
Nothing
a slice
happens.
or anything. You do like a stab, and when you pull it back out, it just very quickly just closes back up, and they start to wiggle a little bit more.
Let's just unload on it. We never get to do that.
That's true.
It's funny. We used to count track of bullets, and then I said that you guys found like a box or two of ammo.
That was hard.
Well, then you guys found like boxes of ammo when you found the Spirit of the Untamed West, and then since then I'm just like, they've got like hundreds of rounds now, so we don't even count anymore. Well,
Our guns was blessed by the Spirit of the Untamed West.
I've got a tote and clothes, and I think I said one other. What else did I say? Oh, a knife. I've got a knife too. So I
do
can go
track my reloads though.
Yes, we still. I don't have to reload my knife, luckily. So I can. If we need to, if you guys don't shoot me, I could go up and poke it while you guys shoot it. Just don't shoot me.
That sounds spectacular.
Actually, you know what? No, I ran through a couple situations in my mind, and they all ended very badly for me. So actually, I'll stay back and you guys shoot it if you want to do that.
All right. Fill your hands, you mushroom son of a bitch.
You should talk to animals.
And we're just. Well, this
it's like that scene from Predator, except it's just two cowboys versus a mushroom instead of shredding a section of jungle.
Also, Sean mentioned speak with animals. This would, I think, fall under speak with plants. I don't think anyone's got that.
Come on. It's a living organism, buddy.
Yeah, it's a okay. It's a oh my god, is a fungi a fungus? Is it a plant or an animal?
Dude,
neither.
Yeah.
Many people mistakenly believe fungi are plants. However, fungi are neither plants nor an animal. Oh my god, but rather organisms that form their own kingdom of life.
Yeah, man. They pretty much.
I'm gonna look up D&D.
They run the shit
with mushrooms. Is a mushroom or plant for the purpose of speak with plants? Okay, let's deep dive real quick because this is
interesting turn.
In real life, fungi are not plants. They are their own separate kingdom. I'm no biologist, so here's a quote. Okay, I don't care about that. Speak with plants. You imbue plants within 30 feet of you. If a plant creature is in the area, so the spell, blah, 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 does this mean speak, blah, 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 not a creature? The reason okay, so this is a big, bold, the number one suggested answer from RPG Stack Exchange.
It's a no.
No, it says yes. The D&D world identifies mushrooms as plants. Historically, the word plant refers to both green plants and mushrooms.
They got that wrong.
Blah, 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 blah. This could be hard to stomach. I enjoy D&D in part for its mechanics. I like picking apart the detail. Blah blah. Either way, it says myconoids. How do you say that, Durando?
Yeah.
Usually my
mycology.
Myconids.
Myconids, I think.
It says they are plants in this. Okay. Does Jambalaya have speak with plants?
No, but I do have speak with animals.
Okay.
I need speak with plants.
You know what's funny?
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's a druid thing mostly.
druid
And you know what's
spell.
funny? I worked on a fucking voice for these mushrooms, thinking that I was thinking that Drundu was able to speak with plants too. So I'm actually glad I don't have to bust out my shitty mushroom voice I was workshopping before I joined this call.
What about this? I got spirit wasps. Now, functionally, could I command them to eat the fungus curtain?
Yeah. I mean, I would assume.
You think we could blow a hole in it and make them eat the fungus faster? Maybe at least like slow down how fast it grows back, so we can get through.
Yeah, I'm looking it up, and it's from first glance, it looks like some wasps do indeed eat fungi. So I think that makes sense. So while you guys are just popping shots off, also have the wasps consuming some.
I agitated my swarm, and then that's basically me directing them to try and eat the edges of the fungus as it tries to grow back to cover the holes that we've just blown in it.
Awesome. I fucking, you know what? I really miss Dungeons and Dragons. I really love Dungeons and Dragons. This is why I love it. I was trying to like come up with what all you guys were gonna do to try to get around this, and I did not see just fucking waylaying it with bullets and wasps. But I think it'll work. I think we'll need shit. Let's see. Rolls.
Animal handling. See how well I can convince the wasps to do it.
I think it's I think it might be like a multi. You know what? I think the wasp are free. I think the wasp will be fine. I don't think you need to roll for that since they just listen to you, right? They're like they're your wasps.
Yeah, my small wasps.
I think it's more of how about you guys both roll like full rounds of like a full round of damage,
okay.
And I have a damage threshold after seeing Sean's first damage rolls in mind, and how I described the size of the damages from both of those. That I think depending on how much damage you guys roll, and then plus the wasp eating away at it to keep it from coming back together, I think that's how we'll do it.
Do I need to roll to hit a wall?
No, go ahead and just if you want, you can just roll the damage, or you can still roll an attack, and we'll just take the damage from it, no matter what you roll on it.
I have to manually do the damage anyway, so I might as well just roll the damage.
Yeah. I was gonna say you could roll. to hit though, also because you may get a nat 20 and like do more damage. You know what I mean?
How many rolls are we doing?
Like one full combat.
many
So like for
attacks
you,
you would get in
Sean,
one
you
round?
get 2 shots,
Two.
right? Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you get 2 shots each. Actually, should Sean be getting
Don't you
more
dual
than...
wield?
So Sean
I
dual
can
wields.
use an action or a bonus action. Like
Yeah, because now
But
that
if
you're a straight
if
on
you're dual
fire.
wielding, you should have four attacks, right? Rather than
So
just
I think Sean should have 3 because he gets 2 attacks and then only one bonus action though, which is your offhand. So I think Sean should be having 3 shots per turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we said that the 13 damage left for the podcast listeners at home, I held up about a softball size hole. And then for the 5 damage, it was a much smaller hole. Oh my! See, look at that! A natural. You guys fucking crit. What the fuck? Why do you guys crit so much? You both crit.
So the wall's gone.
12 plus 4.
Okay, 16, 13.
My last roll sucked.
6, 7. I mean, that's 40 damage about. 16 plus 13 is a 30, and then plus 6 plus 7. That's over 40 damage. What's that? Oh, your wasp. Your wasp damage.
This is my actual damage. So
okay.
That'd be. That's okay. So the crit would be 23 plus 1d6.
Your guys' characters have a lot of math involved in like the damage and shit.
Okay, so that was max on the wasps on that one. So that's 23, 29 damage, and then 5 plus 3 is 8. So like 37 damage off that 2 rifle shots. And one being
Okay,
a
and then
crit.
plus Sean Marston's 26. So we're looking at like almost 60 points of damage. So I think what that would be, I think it would be you guys trying to concentrate your fire in one smallish area. And I think mathematically compared to the 13 being a softball size, I think it's going to be a small like a smallish nook at the bottom that you guys open up, that you guys with the wasp all kind of eating away at the edges and not letting it close back up. It's going to leave a halfling sized opening at the bottom, and you guys could crawl through it or crouch through it, but Delilah will just take off running and run right through it as soon as you guys are done shooting.
Okay, I want to try and slide through on my knees, like leaning backwards, like a John Woo film.
Roll on acrobatics, I think, and let's see how cool that looks or how stupid it looks. Also, Sean, is this your first? Oh, you rolled a 4 plus a 4 and 8. It's not as cool as you expected. You go to slide and just there's no sliding.
Slide.
And then you just kind of like scoot on your knees to get through.
Just awkwardly shuffle through. I meant to do that.
Sean
buddy.
Sean Marston, you going for a cool, flashy?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a cartwheel away.
Okay, yeah, let's do an acrobatics and let's see how cool this looks. A natural 1, exactly how cool I expected it to look. Say that you do a cartwheel like 3 feet short of it, and then
my arm breaks.
No, you like do your cartwheel, and by the time you land horizontal to the ground. You land on the ground like prone, and you're like 2 feet short of the opening, and you just have to crawl through it.
You like that, boy?
That was spectacular, Sean.
Why did they working on it?
Well done.
Why'd you
really got
like,
your floor routine down?
Why'd you guys like try to do cool shit through it? Like, were you trying to impress each other? Because I was already gone, so I wasn't there to see it.
Well, but yeah, not everything's for you.
You're right. You're right.
Sometimes we just want to enjoy each other.
I mean, it was pretty cool when I just walked through it. That was pretty cool. I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good job.
And fall on your face.
The wasp. The wasp come back to you, jambalaya, and when they quit eating it, the fungi kind of recloses in on itself.
Okay, get back in my pocket, there, boys. Come on. All right. Well, what do we see? On the other side of this mushroom.
Yes. Now that you guys have
curtain.
passed that, the mushroom wall again, dim light throughout the rest of this cave, unless we want to light any kind of lights. But you see almost the entire, almost every inch of the walls are covered in those blue mushrooms. You do hear running water. Actually, speaking of what you guys hear, get some ambience going. So you guys hear running water, and as you go a little bit further into this next area, you see that it's opened up more. You're in a larger cavern this time, and you see a I don't want to say river, because it's not a river. You see water flowing in from one side of the cave. It's like coming down the walls and flowing in, making a pretty wide pool of water that's kind of wrapping around the area right in front of you and then exiting out the cave some other path. And over top of that water is a very rickety, shitty looking bridge that spans this about a 40-foot gap between the cave floor that you're currently on and the next slightly elevated cave floor that apparently you would need to get to.
I'm gonna do a cartwheel over it.
No, don't, Sean. That thing looks like it's been eaten away by fucking termites. Look at it. It's got big holes in it.
Got this.
Sean?
Just kidding, I'm not doing it.
I'm just saying, did you guys notice that water? Look at the water.
That's water, all right.
And when Olivia points at the water, you do notice that it's got these like not full on mushrooms, but like when you guys would like burn one of the mushrooms or like anything would happen to one of the mushrooms and some of those spores would shoot out, it looks like the water is like contaminated with those spores and it's flowing. I don't think you want to just get in that water.
No, probably not. And that would account for how the spores are being spread so thickly. And so thoroughly, I suppose, as well, throughout the mountains, as it contaminate the water source, and then it'll just flow out down the path of least resistance into the valleys and contaminate all them. God damn, what a devious mushroom bastard.
Especially Sean. Sean, no swimming in the mushroom water.
I'm gonna do a backflip.
No, a backflip into what? The water?
Mm-hmm. No, I'm not.
I mean, how high up is it above the water?
How high up is it? It's probably about 15 feet. If you fall into the water, you're not going to take water damage. The only thing you would really need to worry about is what that
mushroom damage.
What the spore water would do to you, not the physical damage it would do to you.
How long is like the span of the bridge?
The bridge is about 40 feet long and it's about 15 feet wide. So it's pretty chunky bridge. But it does Olivia did point out like the holes in the wood. The wood does look like somebody built this bridge probably like 60, 70 years ago.
Okay. I want to see, I don't necessarily trust the boards on the bridge, but maybe we could check to see if the wooden foundations are still sound, because then maybe we can use some of the 50 feet of rope we got in our adventurers packs to just make a rope bridge instead of trusting to the stuff that's still there. So Jambalaya walks up to the rope bridge. You did say it was a rope bridge, did you? Or was it all wood?
Yeah, we'll say. I think rope bridge sounds cooler. I just sent you two a picture in our Discord chat for this channel.
Oh, okay.
Kind of show what it's looking
like. I was getting like a Temple of Doom vibe.
I like the rope bridge visual, so I think it would be a rope bridge.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna change if it's a rope bridge or not. But I think rope bridges are cool.
Okay. So can I walk up to like the rope that's one of the support ropes that runs horizontally across the span, and then like just heave on it to see if it's got any give, if the supports are still sound?
Yeah, roll an investigation check. I've been really trying to get better at like actually playing D&D and like doing D&D rolls.
13. They're just indulging me all the time.
Yeah, the rope seems pretty sturdy. The rope doesn't seem like a problem.
Okay. Well, take some sort of tentative steps while holding on to like one side of the side that is just tested. John is going to try and take a couple of tentative steps out over the slats and see how they hold up.
Okay. Why don't you roll me an acrobatics check? Also, tabletop audio.
9.
Ooh, a 9. Okay. Tabletop audio just added a just a few days ago a Mycnoid Colony ambience track, which like I pulled it up today before this show started and was like, fuck yes, thank you. With a 9, you take 2-3 kind of exploratory steps, and when you place your foot down on the third step, the entire board, we'll say that each of the boards, it's a 2x, we'll say they're 2x6s. So they're about that wide, about 6 inches wide. You put your foot down on the third step, and the board, it seems like it was barely hanging on by a thread, and the entire thing just kind of almost like disintegrates into dust and falls into the water below. But because you got a 9 almost average, you're good. But now you're realizing that this thing is pretty shoddy.
Yeah, that's rickety as fuck.
So you made it 3 steps, and 3 steps compared to 40 feet. We'll say that it was like a tenth of it. So it's pretty early on when he found that rickety board.
Well, I don't really trust going much further, just walking on the board, so but the ropes seem to be okay. How about I don't know, try and like straddle the rope and shin across, I suppose.
Oh shit. So rope bridges, they've got 2 ropes, right? On each side. So 4 ropes total.
Yeah.
So are you picturing like standing on one, holding onto one, and just shimmying across the rope?
Yeah, like I was thinking like straddling the top rope and like holding on with like the thighs and hands and just like doing that, like a caterpillar across the boat.
Oh god, Sean, your hat is fucking killing me.
You like it?
I think this is the first Cowboys that you've had that hat. You've had it for a while, and I think we kept missing them. Jambalaya, you can do that. I think it will be an athletics role.
Okay.
It's gonna be a lot of that's gonna be a full body workout. That's gonna be upper body, lower body.
13 again.
I'll give you a massage, boy.
For my muscles.
13. I think with a 13 you'll make it about halfway across.
And then what?
And then so Jambalaya, you see Jambalaya shimmying across this rope, gets to about the 20-foot mark, about halfway there. And then we'll need another roll, because I don't think a 13 is not going to carry you all the way across.
Right.
But a 13's enough. You're not going to fall on a 13. 22.
22.
Okay. Jambalaya's been working out. Jambalaya's been preparing for this day. Sean Marston and Olivia see Jambalaya shimmy all the way across to the other side.
He's amazing, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
ain't even a thing. Ain't no thing
like
at all.
Fucking work of art. I can't do that. You can't. Can you do that? I don't
think so.
I can't do that. But I'm light. I'm kind of thinking I'm just gonna like go walk across and try.
Well,
that sounds good. Right?
How long of a range did we say that the? Let me check.
That you checked?
No, how long the range of the lasso is. 15 feet.
Yeah, I think
So
the lasso's
if I need to
50. Oh, if you need to catch somebody that falls, that they're at least
Yeah.
15 feet from you.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got it. We'll just put that's like a safety on with the rope. Make a little harness.
Oh, you want to like tie me up and then I'll try to walk across, and if I fall, you
Yeah.
catch me?
Yeah.
All right, I'll do that. All
Makes sense.
I don't know how to tie knots though. Can you?
Yeah.
That's why I got Velcro shoes.
I do with my eyes closed.
Well, don't do that. Don't keep your eyes open, please.
Okay.
Often has to tie knots in the dark.
We'll just tie a little simple knot around Delilah's waist. So, Sean Marston, you got her? You got me,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Like
It's tied around my waist too.
Okay. Tied it around your own waist and you're holding it too, and you're like anchoring.
Yeah.
Okay. She's gonna start to walk across, and I was trying to think of, since she's a halfling and obviously lighter than you two, I was thinking of how to make that mechanically aware. I didn't know if I was gonna lower her DC or give her advantage. I think giving her advantage is more in line with D&D rules, so I'm gonna give her advantage on this.
Dude, knots. Everyone should know how to tie knots for real.
Yes, you are correct. And with her advantage, her first roll is a 9 plus a 1 for her acrobatics. Second one was a natural. I'm telling you, this show is really weird about natural 20s and natural 1s. They pop up way more often than they statistically should. But yeah, I think she's able to very kind of deftly and, with how light she is. And I think Sean Marston, you can kind of keep track of what board she's stepping on, which one she's avoiding. So when you see her get across to the other end, I think now, Sean, you can have advantage crossing it as well. Just trying to match which board she stepped on. Obviously, you're heavier than her, but also, like, the board she stepped on didn't absolutely disintegrate like the one that Jambalaya stepped on early on. That was just, like, barely hanging on by a thread. So I think you'll have an advantage on your acrobatics check, just like she did. And now,
So it's like Squid Games?
Yeah, it's kind of like Squid Games. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she grabs onto Jambalaya when she gets there, since the rope's
Okay.
tied to her waist, and then Jambalaya can kind of help in case you do fall.
Well, that's a good idea, Olivia. Yeah. Jambalaya.
Acrobatics, right?
Yes, with advantage. What's your acrobatics check? Oh my
Plus
god!
3.
Oh, you didn't even need
Nice.
advantage. Your first one was a 22.
Yeah,
You got a
boy.
plus 3.
It was like a gazelle or a mountain goat.
I danced across it.
You're twirling and fucking.
God damn, boy, them boots is on fire. You do moving so sweet. Look at that.
That's That's really good. That's actually really. I'm actually really
You know,
impressed by that.
we was voted kings of the hoedown.
I buy it. I mean, that was some good dance moves right there.
That was all Sean. I mean, I got 2 left feet, but I fiddle real good.
At the very
That's
end
why you-
section, I moonwalked the rest of the way.
Well, now you're just showing off.
That's right.
All right. Well, and she unties it and gives you back your rope, John Marston.
Thanks.
And motherfucker.
The way that when this bridge, like I said, it was kind of elevated too. I'm trying to see which way my hands need to go on camera for it to be. I'm getting really confused. Never mind. It's kind of elevated too. When you guys walked up, so you guys are at a little bit of a higher platform now than you were prior. But it's just a cave system that keeps going and keeps having those mushrooms that are kind of lining the entire wall, ceiling, floor of this place. What catches your eye most about the next cavern is it's not just this blue light that's given off like in this current room. This next room, it is kind of like rainbow in color. There's obviously a little bit of like a I almost said hallway. Passage, I think is a better word for it, because it's not a hallway if you're in a cave, but it's like a passage, short 15-20 foot passage, and then it opens up into this massive cavern, much larger than the last cavern you were just in. And this room is giving off this insane rainbow glow as you guys are walking further into that passage. I didn't know there was like more colored mushrooms than just the blue ones.
Well, it's pretty darn spectacular here.
Yeah, you guys walk.
Dangerous.
You guys walk into this room, and this one's not even dim light. We'll say that this is just what. So what is there? There's darkness, dim light, bright light. What's like the just normal ass light? We'll just say that it's the normal amount of light.
Big light.
And you do see one passage that's probably about 80, 90 feet away, and it turns upwards more to the north. But in this large cavern, you guys are seeing mushrooms of all colors. You're seeing blues, greens, purples, pinks. You see some that are like black and smooth, some that are black and wrinkly. You see some that are like red and white spotted, kind of like a Mario mushroom. This is like the most varied mushrooms, fungi that you guys have seen yet. Sean? Sean? Don't you do that?
Can I try one?
Which one would you like to try?
What are the options again?
There's purple, there's a black and smooth, black and wrinkly, there's a red and white, there's green, there's obviously the blue that you guys you know the blues.
We know and love.
Yeah, you know the blues, so don't try blue.
Purple sounds cool.
Purple does sound cool. You can go
eat the purple.
You can go pluck one up and eat it.
Yep. What's gonna happen?
Oh shit. Okay.
Instant death.
No. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm reading this right. Who's by you?
Nobody. I'm chilling. Over in the corner.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's say that you like have to walk to find a purple one, and there's not one right by Jambalaya and Olivia. You walk over to the corner and pluck a purple one. And as soon as you pluck it, not just when you eat it, when you pluck it, you see it's kind of like it's kind of like that board that Jambalaya stepped on earlier, where as soon as you pluck it, the entire thing is very fragile and kind of explodes into a cloud of spores, about 10 foot in radius, which is why I was asking who's near you.
Great.
But it's just you. I need to make you a con save, but that con save doesn't matter for this next part. You are able to hear the thoughts of anybody else near you for 1 hour. Anybody that's within 10 feet of you, you can hear their thoughts. But I do need that con save also for something else. Which I can't wait till you get closer to Jambalaya.
24.
Damn it. I swear if by the end of this arc, none of you guys, this thing doesn't happen to anybody, I'm going to be very upset. So you're good. You're sturdied from these fucking mushrooms, but you do still hear the thoughts of anybody within 10 feet of you. Once you... so you didn't get to eat it, which is unfortunate, because it kind of like just exploded when you plucked it, but... You feel a little different. You feel a little bit more on edge, maybe.
Okay.
So then when you walk back to Jambalaya and Olivia,
what's he thinking about?
Well, you'll hear fucking mushroom addict. I don't know why he's so. It's a fucking mushroom.
96 and oh my god, I can't wait. Only problem is them mushroom farts sometimes they just creep up in your nostrils and stay there all night long.
Sorry about that, boy.
I really hope that's not... Wait, what? What?
Sorry about them mushroom farts.
How did you
fart?
How'd y'all know what I was thinking there, boys? Maybe we just got more of a magic.
I can hear your disgusting thoughts.
Oh, you.
What?
Oh, you. Well, I don't need to tell you what I want to do to you, you sexy little cowboy. Anyhow,
Olivia,
you can't hear my thoughts, can you, Olivia?
I don't think so.
Good.
And
keep it that way. They's private.
Olivia's gonna.
I'm not addicted, Olivia.
What?
He can quit anytime he likes, Olivia.
Wait, what are you guys?
I heard that.
I'm gonna think. All right, look, I'm gonna think of a number 1 to 10. She's thinking of 7.
7.
The fuck, Jambalaya, what's this now?
I don't know.
All right, take 2.
Why y'all think I know anything about magical mushrooms?
All right, I'm gonna think of a number from 1 to 100. She's thinking of 69.
69.
Damn it. Damn it. I hope this wears off soon. This is going to be very embarrassing if this does not wear off soon.
Y'all psychic now, Sean.
I think a lot of shit talk to you too. If I have to be honest now, like it's been a 10-day. We'll just say that. That hat is way too small on him. Look how small that hat is.
Yeah. Is she thinking this?
Yes, she's thinking about you.
I'm gonna give her the finger.
All right, can we? You know what, Sean? Maybe you should eat another mushroom.
He is when he eats them. Oh,
No, I don't.
Maybe you should eat
Oh,
a
he
different
looks so
mushroom
strong.
and hope that it overwrites that mushroom, because I don't want you hearing my thoughts.
Nah, I'll pass.
I'm so proud of him. Oh, what a hunk of trail meat. Oh, yeah.
This is gonna be the worst day of my life.
I'm gonna flex.
This is
Start
gonna be
flexing.
this is gonna be the worst day of my life.
Look at that.
This is
Look
gonna
at
be the
that
worst day of
delicious
my life.
body. Sculpted. I'd like to drip him in molten butter and lick it off like a corn on the cob. Yeah.
I bet Jambalaya's thinking of some, I bet Jambalaya's thinking of really dirty stuff right now. I bet he's thinking of
Big lumpy knobs.
I bet he's thinking of butter
with the juice.
I bet he's thinking of butter, slippery stuff. Oh god! I hope Johnny Mushroom just kills me fast. I don't think I want to make it out of this cave after this.
Johnny Mushroom's gonna be a pansy.
I hope Johnny Mushroom just fucking kills us all and we don't have to remember any of this. All right, so so the purple ones let you read people's thoughts, so that's good. That's good, right? I mean, we now know what they do. Did it hurt?
Well, I mean, that's what it did that time.
I just feel a little funny.
Okay. Hopefully it'll wear off in like 10, 20 seconds, 30 seconds.
Nah.
40 seconds.
I can feel it. It's gonna last a while. I can read my own thoughts.
Well, I
that's
think
how thoughts
everybody can
work,
read their own
Sean.
thoughts.
You know what I mean, though? Like, I just know.
I can read my own. Okay.
I'm just overawed by the magnificence of this.
You know what?
This desert champion.
You know what I'm thinking right now, Sean Marston? She's thinking I'm gonna go eat a mushroom. I'm gonna go eat a mushroom.
Don't do it.
I'm not gonna eat a purple. I'm gonna pick a different one.
I eat a lot of these. You shouldn't do it.
I'll let you guys pick one for me. I'm gonna eat one because I want some superpowers too.
Well, if you're superpower, consider being poisoned a superpower by all means. I mean, you're rolling the dice.
All right. Well, tell me which one you guys think I should go eat.
I ain't accepting that responsibility.
Come on, one of you
Olivia.
guys pick. I don't want to pick.
Isn't there a black and white striped one?
There's a black and smooth and a black and wrinkly. So there's two different black ones.
Take the wrinkly one.
Of course. Okay.
The worst looking one.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'll go eat the nasty mushroom.
I don't think you should do this, Olivia.
She rolled a 4 for her con save.
Triple dog dare you.
Oh, she ate one. Oh shit. I've never told anybody how much health she's got, but
instant death.
Oh, on a 2d4 of damage, she rolled 2 1s. So she's only gonna take 2 poison damage. Guess what? These ones are just straight up poison.
Oh no.
And now she is poisoned
all right?
because she failed her con
ill.
save. She is poisoned for 1 hour also. I don't think I've got the stomach for the mushrooms. How do you
Told ya.
eat these?
They're delicious.
I feel like I just took 2 points of damage and I'm poisoned now.
Well, yeah, probably.
Exactly 2.
I took exactly 2. Jambalaya, why don't you try the black and smooth one?
Why did you kiss my ass? Fine.
You gonna go eat one of the black and smooth ones?
That's
Well,
coercion.
I guess I'll cave to peer pressure.
Are you
So-
down?
No, that was
Don't do it, boy.
that was a wrong save. Sorry, that was charisma.
Oh no.
Nice.
Take that first roll.
No. Okay, so here's the thing. Are you down any? You're not down any health, are you?
No.
Which is unfortunate because that one actually heals 1 point of health. That one you can actually cook
Fucking
meals
nothing.
with. You can cook a meal with it too, and like whoever eats the meal gets 1 health. However,
Do I feel a little bit better just do myself or
you
something? I feel any effect.
it's really hard because all
I'm not
of
asking
the-
for a bonus, just whether or not
Yes.
I noticed that they're good. That's
So you notice that this mushroom feels like it should be healing you, but you don't have any wounds or anything. However, there's also a mechanic we've been using for all of these mushrooms that have a more collective role that we're trying to build upon and add to. And you did fail the... Yes, you did fail the con save, much like Olivia did. So you do have 1 point of failure. That doesn't do anything to you mechanically yet. But I will give you guys a peek behind the curtain. That is going to, the more those stack up, that is going to change. And I'm just taking that note real quick.
Okay. Well, was there any other kinds?
There are other kinds.
There was pink, purple,
red and white spotted. You guys think we should eat more?
I don't know. I feel like this is like a story I heard, like Alice in Wonderland or some shit.
I mean, that red and white one looks kind of good. You know what? No, I shouldn't. She's saying, and then Sean, you hear her thinking, Sean could eat it.
How about 8 nature check? Can I tell anything about any of these mushrooms?
Let's do a nature check. These are, so it's dicey because these mushrooms, they're not a natural mushroom.
Yeah.
They are all definitely somehow modified. And that's what I'll give you with an 8. You rolled an 8 for your nature check.
Yeah.
With an 8, I'll give you that they kind of look similar to some natural mushrooms, but they've obviously been either like tainted or changed, either like scientifically or magically. It's like there's something naturally, like just there's something that is altered about all these mushrooms. Because you've seen one of these purple mushrooms that Sean Marston ate before. They don't give people telepathic abilities. They don't give people the ability to read thoughts. Though it does look like a real mushroom that you've seen before.
Yeah,
So
it looks like something produced by one of them wizards I heard about called Monsanto. You know, those wizard modified organisms, WMOs.
Them corns.
That's it, wizard modified corn.
Oh, to make things
real litigious
they make
about
things
that.
like grow. Yeah, you know what, that might be
Monsanto, that wizard, yeah.
And they look unnatural and stuff.
I kind of want to eat that red and white one though.
Well, could be your funeral. I mean, I'm pretty sure red and white mushrooms is the bad kind in real life, the regular natural ones.
Mario Party, they're good.
What the fuck is a Mario Party?
Mushroom party?
She's gonna go up and pick one of the red and white spotted ones. I'm gonna eat this unless one of you two eat it. I want to find out what all these do. She's bringing it to her mouth. And
All
Sean, you
right.
hear her thinking, God, I hope Sean Marston takes this. God, I hope that Sean Marston takes this. I'm gonna eat it.
That silly girl's gonna die.
I'm gonna take it.
You take it. Are you gonna eat it or just take it from her?
I'm just gonna take it from her.
Please don't do it, Sean. I'm so nervous about you.
I'm
Don't let me die.
I'm gonna take it and throw it on the ground and stomp on it.
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
you should
there's
protect
more.
yourself.
Don't do it. You don't
Goddamn.
want to do this.
Why are you trying to poison my boy?
I'm just trying to test. One of them gave him mind reading abilities. Maybe like
You don't want to do it. I guess I'll eat it.
Well, you stomped on that one. Now I need it. Here, I'll get you a new one.
I'll scoop it up.
Here, I got a new one.
No.
It doesn't have boot on this one.
I guess I'll do it. DM's telling me to do it.
You don't have. You don't have to.
He's telling me.
I'll eat it.
He's making me do it.
I'll eat it.
Jambalaya snatches it out of Sean's hand and shoves it in his mouth before anybody else can eat it. I'll take that bullet for you, boy. I'll take it. I'll take that goddamn bullet.
One con saving throw for that overall check, please.
22. 22.
Damn, son.
22. So you don't. So that doesn't go up.
You can fly.
No, you become hyper aware of all of your surroundings. You've got a +5 to passive perception for an hour. But the things you see and hear may not be real.
So it's like real mushrooms.
It's like real mushrooms. This
Real
is the real
psychedelics.
one.
When did you become a now?
I think that's a really good stopping point. And Gerundu, please add in your note. I'll add in my notes too that you just took that. So for 1 hour, you're gonna have +5 passive, and it's gonna give me some very fun things I can sprinkle in that you hear or see that aren't actually there.
+5 passive perception.
But you do like, so if anything real does happen, you will have a +5 passive perception. So that will be, it's gonna be a trade-off. I can also fuck with you a bit. But yeah, I think that's a good stopping spot. Durundu, you got anything you want to talk about before we head out?
Yeah, so I appear all over the network, principally in this show, where obviously I am John Malai Pendergrass. I also appear in Roll for Weird, the other one, where I play Silas Lancaster, and that's a Monster of the Week actual play. It's very good. It's one of my favorites. I think we do very good work on that one. I also appear in Storytime with Silas, again as Silas Lancaster, in which I am a crypt keeper kind of character who does sort of bookend spooky tales. That will be coming up again next month, each Thursday in October. I'm also in the Aurelia Regiment arc of a audio drama podcast called No Return, where I play Sergeant Mal Rigby, and that's available wherever you can find good podcasts. That's by a very talented writer called Kiz Show, who appears with me in another upcoming project, which is a Pathfinder 2nd edition podcast called Cut from the Chronicles, in which I play Gastro the Incredible, a diminutive goblin sorcerer.
Sean, what you want to talk about? Lots of shit?
Maybe I could shout out this person that made my hat.
I think this is the first time you got to wear the hat on this show. It was funny because Liam was talking about that hat. He was like, I made a video playing Fortnite and I had a little cowboy hat on.
Yeah, I feel hilarious when I play like Red Dead. And I have this shit on. But,
by the way, I saw a post of the most selling video games of all time, and Red Dead Redemption was like number 8, 9.
That doesn't surprise me at all. It's so good.
Yeah. Well, guess what was number 2?
You need to play it.
Guess
Why
what
haven't
was
you played it?
I know, I do need to play it. Guess what was number 2?
What?
Well, number 1, I think, is kind
Minecraft?
of obvious. Number 1's Minecraft. Yeah. Number 2, also from Rockstar.
Oh yeah,
GTA.
GTA
Really?
5. Yeah, GTA 5 was number 2. And
Dude,
Minecraft
Rockstar's
is
crazy.
just fucking bonkers. But then yeah, it seems crazy. GTA 5 sold like 130 million copies. It's a $60 game. So I was like trying to do the math. I was like, holy fuck.
Well, because you know what they did.
The biggest thing it was the biggest piece of media that had ever, the most successful piece of media that had ever been released at the time. It was
it was like they overtook New York and shit when it was
bigger.
Yeah,
not just the biggest game, but like bigger than any movie or anything. Like
it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. But yeah, they they also double dipped because they released the PC version like a year later. So everyone's like, well, I need this.
Yeah,
I bought it twice.
Three generations of consoles.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, they're geniuses.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a
sponsorship, please.
It's Chaotic Crafts.
Oh, nice.
On TikTok, Chaotic Crafts Co. Instagram, same thing, and they're on Etsy. So
cool. I just want to talk about GooseCon. Go to GooseCon. GooseCon 2022 is going to be September 30th to October 2nd. It's going to be this fucking like 4 weeks away now. We're all gonna be there. All the shitty Cowboys are gonna be there. Drundu's flying in from the UK, so if he can make it, you can make it.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. I'm also very fucking nervous. But,
oh, you shouldn't be. It's just gonna be fun.
That's what me and Drundu were talking about. That we're like, man, fucking not a person could show up, and guess what? We're gonna have this badass convention center. We'll just play some badass board games and tabletops. Yeah, it's gonna be fun no matter what.
I think we'll have like, I don't know.
We've got like 60 people going at least 60? Now. The raid's about to kick off. I started a little early, so it's gonna auto kick off, unfortunately. But yeah, go check out GooseCon, and we'll see you there. Bye, buddy. Oh my God, the timer! I did bad at started that timer.